Hi everyone, it's Denise, and I thought today I would do for you guys a comparison for my two Artsies, my Monogram and my Empreinte. I know a lot of you were curious to see if there's any difference, if I preferred one over the other, and that sort of thing. And it kind of will be a quick little what's in my bag too, because I'm going to switch, so I'll give you a look at what I would normally carry in my Artsy. What I am using today, and I have been using for the past few days, actually is my Monogram Empreinte, and this is Infinity. I know it looks black, but it is really a midnight blue, and I consider it my black bag. I mean, it's not, but it's the closest that I have to black. And in certain lights you could probably tell that it's blue, but I'm sure it's reading on camera unless the sunlight's hitting it, if you can tell that it's blue. But it's a beautiful bag and I really love it. I got this bag November of last year. I actually had a different bag, and ooh, forgive me, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It was an Audacios or an Audacios. I called it my Audi. If you look it up under the Empreinte bags on the website, it's the AUD ... bag. I had the GM in Infinity. It's the bag that has the Empreinte and the suede trim. And it had a flat handle that was leather. And I used it every day for less than a month when I bought it. I bought it in October, right under a month. And I had a look, and the strap was cracking on it. So I took it back to Louis Vuitton. They told me it was a really new design, and they hadn't heard of that happening yet. They'd be happy to exchange it out for a new one, but they didn't know if it would crack again. And I wanted to have a bag that I could use every day, and I decided to go with the Artsy. I mean, it was funny. I showed the cracking to my husband. He says, "Oh my gosh," he said, "for the amount of money I paid for that bag, it should regenerate. You should cut the strap off and it should grow a new one." He has a point. But I decided to go with the Artsy because those are the two bags that I was choosing from that day anyway. The Audi GM and the Artsy MM. So I went ahead and chose this one because I already had my Monogram Artsy and I loved it. And this was just a beautiful bag. So I've had this just for a few months, like I said, since November of last year. And the handle does not have to break in when you buy it. You see I've got a nice little curve to my handle. So, little tip, if you guys are going to the boutique to buy either an Assur or a Monogram Artsy, ask to try on an Empreinte, because it'll give you a good idea of what your handle will feel like once it's broken in. Because the Artsy in one of the canvas prints is not a bag you can try on for comfort and determine comfort in the store. I know that from personal experience. I went to this boutique to buy the Artsy like 3 times and passed on it because it was rubbing right in my armpit and the handle felt so uncomfortable. And then I finally did some research on it, which is what I should have done in the first place, and everyone swore up and down that that handle would break in. You just had to give it some time. So try on this bag and it will give you a good idea of what your Monogram or Assur bag will feel like once it's broken in. So let me let you guys have a look at this on. It is filled with all my things. So this is my Empreinte Artsy. And it is, I mean, you can see there's really not much clearance for my armpit there. I don't care. It could rub. And I don't train my bags to fold down. Some people kind of, instead of having them like this, train them to fold down. I don't do that. I kind of like the way, I just like the way it looks when it drapes naturally. So this is the way I carry it. Just to keep from having deodorant by chance rub on it, I will not wear this with a strapless or a spaghetti strap shirt. Anything that exposes my armpit, I'll just go with another bag. That's just for me though. I know lots of women that just wear the bags no matter what. That's kind of the only, I guess, way that I would baby this bag. I won't carry it with a strapless or, and I don't, it just to me doesn't look right like that. I mean, I know a lot of women do carry it like that. It just, I don't know, the only bag I carry like that really is my Speedy or my Alma, so I want to be able to carry it on my arm, my shoulder. Very comfy. The only con or drawback to this bag, it is heavy. I mean, even with nothing in it, the bag is heavy. It's leather, but to me, it's beautiful, it's durable. This is kind of waterproof. I mean, it's been pre-treated. You don't have to do anything to it. So the added weight, I don't care. I deal with it. It doesn't bother me. And usually I'm not carrying it for that extended period of time where it's really going to bug me to have it be heavy. So I'll give you a look at what I have in it and what I'm going to switch over into my Monogram. Got my sunglass case, which is pretty, it is kind of an annoying sunglass case, but what are you going to do? I have my pochette that I do carry. I swear, this and my Monogram clay were probably the best investments I ever made because they get so much use and they look spectacular after so much use. But I carry that in all my bags. My graphite zippy organizer, and I do think that is a very nice contrast to me. I really like it. I will be switching into my Monogram Sarah wallet to carry my Monogram Artsy. I'm not going to make you guys watch me do that. I'll just do that later. So I will have a wallet in my bag. And this cute little mini umbrella, because we have such unpredictable weather here. I found this at the Coach outlet for like $29, 20 bucks or something. And I thought, man, that's perfect to go in my purse. So a little mini umbrella. And this is just a little Bare Essentials makeup bag that I got when I bought one of their eye kits, or I don't know. I thought it was kind of cute, and I don't want to overload my pochette, so I have a few different lip glosses and lipsticks and things in that nature in here. And of course my keys with my Monogram clay, and it has my license and my debit card in it, because I just grabbed this morning to take the kids to school, and this is all I took. So this, if you guys are on the fence, this is an awesome investment. And I can do a separate little video on that to show you exactly how much you can fit into this little thing. Got my keys. Now, there are six pockets, 3 here and 3 here, and then you have one large zip pocket that will actually hold a wallet. I don't have anything in the large zipper pocket because my checkbook, which is what I normally put in there, it fits in here. So that's empty, and I have just coin bag, and then I have some chapstick and lotion and my compact in the other pockets, and some Band-Aids. But that's just trivial little things. I won't make you guys wait and watch me. But see, the bag still has a nice drape even though it's empty. So this is kind of deflated. So that's my imprint. And here you go with my Monogram Artsy. And you can see the difference in the handles. And this is empty. So this bends even more when my things are in it. And this will, you will see, this will have some more drape once I fill it up. But like I said, this is not a bag that you can go to the boutique and try on and judge comfort. This bag really has to break in, because when you first get it, the handle is like this. So when you try it on in the store, in the boutique, it is going to be all up in your armpit. And that did deter me from buying it, like I said, like 3 times. But I went on the Artsy Clubhouse on TPF, the purse forum, and everyone said, oh, it will break in, it will break in. It's one of my most comfortable bags. You just have to give it a chance. And boy, were they right. I am so glad I took the plunge and got this beauty, because I get so many compliments on it, and it's just a fabulous bag. It's beautiful. I really enjoy having it. And let me get all my things. Sorry, I'm trying to get all the stuff in here. And I'll get everything situated later, and I'll put my Topaz charm on it. But here we go. It's full. And you see there's a little bit more curve to my handle. It will mold to your shoulder nicely. So now that I have my things in there, and I'll put my Topaz charm on there. Let me just let you guys have a look at what it looks like. So this Monogram looks exactly the same. And again, I let my bag poke out. I like the way that looks. I know some people, I believe, train the bag to kind of go down like this. If you do that, obviously it gives you more room here. But I just don't like, personally, that's just my personal opinion, I don't like the way that looks. So I just wear it there. Let me let you guys see. This is with partially broken in, I would say. You see it hugs my shoulder. It does have still, I mean, it's not up in the armpit anymore. but I mean, it's still close by. And like I said, I won't wear this bag with a spaghetti strap or a strapless or sleeveless, anything that will chance deodorant rubbing, because some people have said that their artsy cracked along the top. My guess it would be from the exposure, repeated exposure to deodorant. And so that's the difference. I mean, that's just my two bags. And there you go. I guess I can put them both on really quick, let you guys see. And again, it's kind of hard. I should have put maybe something in here to weigh it down a little more. But you can even tell how the Empreinte, even though it's empty, it's hitting me just a touch lower. And that's because the handle, like I said, more broken in. And if I used this daily, it would probably be more broken in. But now, I used it maybe about a month when I first got it. I got this one in August of last year. And I used it maybe a month or two, not straight. I probably changed out a day or so in between, but almost for 2 months straight. So that's just with everyday use, breaking in for those 2 months. And you can see. But there again, it will break in. This will break in like this handle. So again, if you're going to the boutique to buy an Astor or a Monogram Artsy, please, please, please ask to try this one on. Because the handle is already broken in. It will give you a very good idea of what it feels like. So that's pretty much it. I'm just going to leave you guys with one tip, and it's just a personal recommendation from me. You're going to read, especially if you guys are on the purse forum, that when you buy this bag, to hang it on the doorknob or hang it up on something to break it in. I would advise you not to do that, because I did that with my first Artsy, my first Monogram Artsy, and I got cracking along here. The holes where the string goes in for the braiding, it cracked all along the top. And they were little hairlines or whatever, but when the bag bent, they were more prominent. Called my sales associate. She says, "Oh, I've not heard of that. Bring it in, let's have a look." They looked at it and told me that it was probably just wear and tear on the Artsy, but they'd be happy to give me a new one. So they did, and I exchanged it out for this one. And then she asked me if I hung it on the doorknob to try and break it in. I said yes, and she said, "I don't know if that's what caused it, but don't do it with this one, and let's see if the same thing happens. And if it cracks again, call us back." Well, I did not hang it on the doorknob, and I got no cracking. So that just made me think that while hanging it on the doorknob overnight, you know, doing that repeatedly, it broke in the handle beautifully and very quickly. It was more broken in than this within a week. And that was like twice hanging it on the doorknob overnight. Like just filled, you know, you just use it, and when you get home or whatever, you're not going to wear it hanging on the doorknob for a couple of hours and let the weight of your items bring it down. So I posted on the purse forum in the Artsy Clubhouse, my handle is cracking, have any of you experienced this? Well, tons of women were responding back saying, yes, my Artsy is cracked and it doesn't bother me. They don't seem to be getting worse, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Well, I asked them to post a picture, and they did, and it looked exactly the same as my bag. And they all did the doorknob trick, hanging it on the doorknob. So that made me think even more that that's what caused the cracking on mine. I did not do the doorknob trick with this one, no cracking, and I just think that the leather is so stiff. Like I said, it's like this when you buy it. It's so stiff that when you hang it on the doorknob, it just makes it doesn't give the leather time to mold naturally. It breaks it in too quickly, and it just starts cracking. When you can do it naturally over time, the leather has time to adjust, and the oils from your hand and just the softening of everyday use, it will mold naturally to your shoulder. So that's just a piece of advice from me to you on a way to hopefully prevent that cracking on your handle. But that's my Monogram Artsy and my two beauties. And so that's pretty much it. I hope that was helpful to you guys. And like I said, if there's anything else you want to see, just comment below. I am trying to get through all the requests, and I thank you for all the positive feedback. And if you have any questions, just let me know. You can follow me on Facebook, DLS Mommy, and I'm also on Instagram by the same name. So there you go, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Thank you.